No matter if you are just starting out or going to make your next game, it's very difficult to figure out a game idea. Not just a simple game idea, but an implementable one. Hey guys, this is Yash and you are watching Zot. In this video, I am going to discuss the ways by which you will be able to come up with great implementable game ideas. So, let's start. Raph, the creative director behind Star Wars Galaxies, said in one of his GDC sessions, innovation necessarily does not mean success, often it means quite opposite. And I totally agree with this statement. One should not be brainstorming on making a whole unique game, inventing a new genre, or some game mechanics, as typically when you are just starting out and have access to a very limited resources. You should be focusing on get a creative idea and not a necessarily unique one. Creative thinking is about finding many alternatives and choosing the best answer, not the right answer. The question is how to find that right answer. Giovanni Corazza, founder of Marconi Institute of Creativity, explained in his TED Talk that how you can think creatively. He said that while trying to be creative, we should value long thinking or divergent thinking instead of convergent thinking. If you want to watch the whole video, you can find the link in the description below. Before you start brainstorming, there's a few things that you should keep in mind, such as get a proper sleep and don't think about a game when you are in a bad mood because sleep deprivation or negative mood can affect the quality of your ideas. Plagiarizing and taking inspiration from something is very different. So don't curse yourself for taking inspiration from the game you love. Play a lot of games. I prefer the old classic games or mini flash games. Think about how you could twist them, expand that idea, how you can fit your story in that theme. You can merge or combine different games or movies too. For example, how Money Heist would look like in the world of Witcher. And what if the game was in 2D instead of 3D? Who would be the protagonist? Visualize the game and don't worry too much if the idea is feasible or not. Do some brainstorming and also write down your idea in the comments. Share it with people as much as you can. Don't be afraid that someone will steal your game idea. No one's going to do that, seriously. They might like your idea or you will get a lot of criticism, but in the end you will get a lot of cool suggestions. By the way, speaking of criticism, you can criticize someone's idea without criticizing them and there's nothing wrong in that. See the games you like or maybe dislike, what particular things you do not like in that game, how it could be better. If you were building that game, what would you change? For example, I love Hollow Knight, but in Hollow Knight, its soul gets at the place where the player dies and the player respawns at the bench where you last saved the game. In order to get your coins and other things back, you sometimes have to travel a very long distance. This gets pretty annoying when your player dies in the process because now you have not only lost all the coins you have collected, but also it kind of forces you to travel to that place. So if I were making Hollow Knight, I would have spawned that soul near that bench so one could easily go there and get the coin back. Think about how would you make a pre-existing game better. What would you change in the best and the worst game you have ever played? How would be that game feel like? How would it change the gameplay? Write down all the negative and positive factors. Sometimes having too many ideas is bad too. Maybe you have high ideaphoria. You have a lot of ideas, maybe great legendary ideas, but due to limited time and resources, you cannot work on all of them. You are confused and can't decide which idea is the most fruitful and on which idea you should be working on. That's where this technique called defining rules and knowing about your limitations comes handy. It not only helps focusing on the best idea but also saves us from this phenomena called too much details. Now, why too much details is bad, we will cover this topic deeply some other day. Let's back to the rules now. Rules bound us to think about the new possibilities. It limits our area so that we can think about that specific area more and more deeply. For example, in Super Mario, the player was limited to only walk and jump. So the developers invented a new way of killing the monster, that is jumping on them and smashing their heads. This not only saved developers time but also made the gameplay simple yet fun. Okay, let's take another example. You have decided to make a fighting game, let's say Tekken 3. It has weapons, different finisher moves, combos, special abilities, walk, dodge, jump, double jump, or maybe triple jump in some cases, etc. The add-on functions are limitless. But what can you remove from these things? What are the things which are not important in your game? What are the things that you cannot make? Maybe double jumps, special moves, combos too. Okay, what if the player can use only one weapon and yeah, remove even jump as well? No special abilities or combos or anything. That's it. It sounds a bit more limited. So maybe what if your player can take weapons of the enemy after you kill them and he can use it in the next level as a secondary weapon, or maybe merge it with his old weapon to make it stronger. Tada! We have invented a whole new game idea. Great or not, we don't know yet. But we can surely evolve this idea further as we think about it more and more. We created a game idea inspired from the game we love. We figured the unimportant things and set limitations to our game. Is this enough, or is there something more to make a game idea, or maybe any great idea? I think there's one last step. Steven Johnson, the author of this famous book, Where Good Ideas Come From, said that great ideas take long to evolve. They collide with another hunch combined with other people's ideas. So, as you said, good ideas expand over time. It does not occur randomly. That's why you should share your game idea with everyone you can, get their opinions, see what they think about it. Maybe they will love it or hate it, don't care about it. I have added this book's link in the description below if you want to purchase it. So, that's it for the video. I hope this video added a little clarification about the good ideas. I am pretty excited to hear your new game idea. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking the video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next. Bye bye.